The following video is for record purposes. Alright Joe, you got your title screen here, few minor tweaks. One outstanding tweak is the lighting. Changed the light to green opposing to blue. Tweaked a lot of the weapons gradients, darkened up the master sword, and I also added ammunition for the caster rifle. The shadows were too dense in regards to Vash the Stampede's pistol on the right of the Buster sword, so yeah, I went back and drew over it and, kind of lessened the shadowing. Other than that, there's a background texture, kind of like a splatter, just to even out the fog on the bottom of the screen. Makes it more pleasant on the eyes. Animation wise, I tweaked the speed of some of the fogs. The light in the top left actually moves a bit, well, slightly, and overall this is the aesthetic I wanted. I slightly drifted from what I was aiming for, which was referring to the default title screen on Final Fantasy VII for PC or PS1, and I think this brings it back home. Alright, let's go over other changes. Okay, huge update to the character select screen. For starters, they're all colored in. They're fully animated. It's light in the background opposing to night. In my previous videos, well, in all of my videos, it's always been dark. Did a little research and looked at the actual FF7 game, and found all the colors that I needed. This is essentially the world map in the background. Another minor tweak that you made was the character select cursor. Totally different cursor. I just like it because it's bright, it pops. Speaking of, let's try a 1 versus 2 to show the difference. This is what it looks like when set to 2 players. It yeah, 2 separate colors, player 1 and player 2 colors, of course. And I don't know, I just think it looks better with that bright explosive color to it. It's another outstanding change. Okay, the background colors, the time of day, characters have colors now. What about characters? Let's see what I got for my characters. Let's screw it. Let's try the old school Cloud, M.U.G.E.N or whatever his name is. Another change that I made to the character select is the icons for each stage. Now they have the appropriate show, movie, or video game that they pertain to. Thought that was a neat thing to add to it. The following video will show my stage changes. I will be updating quite a few of these stages just to show you how adept I am with layering and whatever else I need. Let's try, what's a stage? I think I didn't update this stage. Let's go here. For the versus screen, I updated the sliding doors. Now there's 2 and they consecutively move. The portrait for the old Cloud will not be updated because I will be deleting this character as soon as possible. Major update with my Cloud Strife, which as you can see is true HD, opposing to the old Cloud on the right, which is by M.U.G.E.N. I never thought that was high res. Sorry guys, I know that's what you have now. That's all you can get your hands on. Be nice and I might release mine. Change wise, his weapon has been darkened. It used to be a chrome Buster sword. I darkened it to a gunmetal. Also, there's a gleam on the hilt. I think that gleam adds something to the art that it just needed. For the record, my character is asymmetrical. It's 100% asymmetrical, which is rare coding that I don't think M.U.G.E.N creators have the talent to do. Okay, maybe it's not a talent deficiency. I think M.U.G.E.N creators today are lazy, and I don't think they have the artistic muscle to pull off two sets of sprites for one character, such as this, which explains why characters like this don't exist. As you can see, he's perfected. Tweak wise, well, two separate sets of sprites, two separate sets of explosion effects. There's just a plethora of changes I made to this regarding his stances, and there's so much to go over. A good starter is, let's make this a comparison video. The old Cloud, this M.U.G.E.N Cloud, his attacks, for instance, he only has 4 attacks, which let's see if I can do them. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so he only has, I'm assessing these are his 2 punches, which I can't tell if this is a fierce or a medium, but he has 2 punches and 2 kicks, and that's all you get, kids. Well, with my Cloud, one thing that's outstanding with him is he's 6 button set by default, which means I have way more attacks than the M.U.G.E.N version. I have 3 punches and I have 3 kicks. Also, as you can see, update wise, I went back and I put in the appropriate sparks and or straight streak effects for his attack. So now whenever you do fierce attacks, you get little effects that go along with it. Thought that was pretty dope. Another outstanding thing about my character that far exceeds the old version is, well, this character has one stance. A lot of haters like to say that my character looks stiff or that he doesn't move enough or something for his stance. I say to that, you're just hating. Like, I have 2 sets of stances. He has his normal stance when he's just moving around, in case you want to use him for a side scroller, and he has what I call a battle stance, which is a totally different attack stance that he goes into. That's something that's not integrated in the M.U.G.E.N today either. It's just the creators are slack today. There's a ton of other things I could go over, such as this character having super jump function, him having a back and forward dash. I know that doesn't sound like much, and he has an air dash. That doesn't sound like much to you, but the old version of Cloud doesn't have an air dash, and also he doesn't have a forward dash. He only has a back dash, and that's it. To run forward with the old Cloud, for instance, you press forward, correct? Well, with my Cloud, to run forward, you press back forward. The reason you press back forward with my Cloud is because he has so many different moves integrated into him. For instance, his forward dash. So he has a run and he has a forward dash. Fighting wise, in any fighting game, that's a little more complex, and it's, I don't know, it's just a good example of how I evolved him. Besides that, what else? I covered attacks, movements. Well, let's focus on attacks for a little bit. Well, I have 3 attack sets, right? I have a light, a medium, and a fierce. Well, I have 2 different fierces. I have an up fierce, which is my launcher, and then I have a down fierce, which that changes my button set to a 7 button set, which that makes me dangerous, you guys, because I'm about to lose my fucking mind and integrate all types of shit into this character. My bro's probably watching this video. What's up, family? I'm still working on your guts, man. He's the shit. And you guys, if you think this is nice work, my guts that's coming after this is going to blow this out of the fucking water, like dead ass. I don't know. In my opinion, nothing in M.U.G.E.N is touching this. Nothing in M.U.G.E.N will ever reach the caliber of my work, and I stand by that. And I don't know, these videos are just record for you haters out there. Peace.